I sued Universal Wrestling Company,
Well,
which was WCW after they went out of business.
for sued them for what?
I sued them for merchandise. They never paid us any merchandise.
Was that after they were assumed by WWE?
Yes. So I just waited. I found all kind of, I'd go to stores and take, photographs uh, and I'm talking about photographs, not off your phone. I'm talking about photographs.
Mm-hmm.
And I had put my case together, and the minute uh, they called me up and they said WWF has bought WCW. Do you want to come to Panama City and do the last show? Fuck no.
And by the way,
And by the way, John Taylor will be calling you tomorrow. Now it was so funny. They want to mediate first. So we go to the top of, I think it was the Hyatt or the top of the Marriott in Atlanta, and I'm in Daytona Beach. It was a 45, 50-minute flight, and they provide car service, and I go, and they come in, and I think we asked for $2 million, and their opening offer was $50,000, and I got up and I walked out of the room, and so I got half hour goes by and I get a call, and Otto was one of the attorneys that worked for John, and Otto says to me, he goes, "Kev, where you at?" And I said, "I'm on my way to the airport." He says, "What?" I said, "I'm on my way to the airport." And he goes, "Seriously?" I said, "No, I'm on my way to the airport." He goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm going home." I said, if we're at 2 million and their open is 50, like they need
there's
to come.
too much to talk about.
Yeah,
at that
like
point.
we're not getting anything done. So he says, "Well, let me go back in there. Hold on a second. I'm in a cab. I'm on my way back to the airport. I didn't take their fucking car service. I just grabbed a cab in front of the hotel." So they've, oh my God. Like, because that's what I before I left, I basically said, you guys have shredded all the paperwork. Like, you basically, like, you guys are like, you can call yourselves Universal Wrestling Company, but you guys are Turner, and you guys at this point they're owned by AOL. I said, you're still. I mean, I said, you're a Fortune 500. Like, you guys, this isn't going to fly. And I just got up and left. And so so we come back, and we go. They said, what about 250? And I said, do I need to leave the room again?
If we're jumping by 200s, I have to leave another 10 times.
And she said, so finally the lady that's in charge says to me, she goes, "We're only allowed to settle up to $800,000. That's all I'm approved of." I said, "Why don't we break for lunch and see if you can't get approval for more than that?" So we broke for lunch. We came back, and there was another offer, and it was like, I'm on a non-disclosure, so I'm not going to.
Right.
I will say this, that it was just like, now that's a nice,
And more importantly,
it's incredible what that extra zero does.
But more importantly, you got a favorable NWA merchandise deal down the road, not just for what you hadn't been paid in
Oh, I mean,
back
but
royalties, but going forward.
going forward, once the WWF, now WWE has, I
Right.
got a great deal, but they'd always taken care of me.
Sid sues WCW's holding company after the sale for his injury from early 2001. He says that he was pressured into jumping off the second rope at a WCW pay-per-view, which would lead to his injury, by Johnny Ace. He said he wasn't comfortable doing it, and Sid lost that case. Sable sues WWF.
Yeah, it's funny because Dutch. I was watching one of Dutch's podcasts, and Dutch said he got paid, and I was like,
Looking for a new facial hairstyle?
no, I always got along with Dutch.
I like Dutch.